Earth signs, mid-September collective bonus reading. Let's dive right in. Here we go. Let's get our oracle first. We're going to get an angel number, and all of these are in the playlist descriptions if you're curious what decks I'm using, and links to my Amazon affiliate. All right, to get these over here. I have pre-shuffled these to save a bit of time. I can just cut these. And there we go. And this is Healing Oracle. Sometimes I forget the names of them. All right, now for the main oracle here. This is mid-September Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Sometimes I want to say Capricornus. Sometimes I want to say Cappy. I don't know if people like that or not. The sea goat. Okay. Here we go. Feel like doing a moonology. And we have, ooh, super moon. Wow. Emotions are running high. Okay. Emotions are running high. I mean, we just had a chunk fall out. We just want one. This is our energy oracle. Just one, please, Spirit, just one. I'm not feeling anything positive or negative about the emotions are running high. It just feels like something is about to happen. Culmination. It's, I don't know, it feels like something's speeding up. Oh, look at that. Envy. Envy. Now, I don't know if this is people being envious of you, or if you are envious of something else. Something you don't have, but wish you did. We shall see. All right, let's get this one. I can't remember the name of this one. All right, oh. Soul merger with a 3-3. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. That one hasn't come out before. That's interesting. Ah. Emotions are running high. This feels like something that is like tidal. It's like cycles is what I'm getting with the ebb and flow. Something, we have cycles here. Okay. So we're going to do our regular recent, past, current, and then future energy. All right. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, we have the Strength card coming out. Leo energy. Inner strength, either needing it or achieving it. Ooh, the Tower. Okay. And it's Aries. And then the 5 of Cups. Okay. And we know the 5s are changeable energies. It's not something that sticks around forever most of the time. Sorry, my nose is... my allergies are terrible. All right. Something happened here in your recent past. Now, for some of you, this past, it could be long past. It could be that you haven't even experienced it yet, depending on your timeline and your choices. Why is it your nose itches whenever you're not supposed to itch it? Oh, does that mean a visitor? Like somebody's coming? If you feel that little itchiness? All right, Queen of Swords here. Libra energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, that came out of the blue, didn't it? And then the King of Pentacles. There's our Taurus energy there. Okay, so it feels like something happened here, a spontaneous event, because we have the Tower. That All right. So I'm feeling all these, the underlying energies here. We have the Strength card, something requiring you to have strength. There could have been a loss with the Five of Cups. It could have been a sudden loss, a sudden shift, a sudden change. Something happened. And I have to say, because of those underlying energies, whatever event it was with that Five of Cups, you know, it could be a lot of different things. It could be regret. It could have been a sudden loss of a person or a job or anything, like having the rug pulled out from under you, okay? That situation, it required a lot of inner strength to get through it. We have the Queen of Swords crossing this energy. This feels like you had to emotionally, I don't want to just say detach, but in order to get through this event, Earth signs, you had to have inner strength, and you had to have the, maybe my light just flashed, like a stoic, resolute, sovereign, I don't want to say sense of justice. That's what I just heard, but that's not quite it. You had to have, like, you had to get your emotions under control. You didn't want to show on the outside how it was really making you feel. And it took all of your inner strength to just withstand this, whatever it was for you. I see her gripping her throne here, like white knuckle, right? That's what it kind of feels like here. Whatever this event was that came in quickly. Because the strength, the Tower, and the Five of Cups are all kind of wrapped into one. So I want to keep going here. So on the one hand, there is this massive shift. Something happened. And it could have been that this kind of almost feels like a breakup of some kind, maybe getting laid off, fired even, you know, unfortunately, losing a job. Something was lost. It was painful. But something great happened that I think you weren't also expecting. There was a new opportunity that came out of this with this Ace of Pentacles. A new offer, something probably way better than what you had before. And it feels like it came at like the best time. I think you were still in the throes of grieving, or, you know, it was like boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm feeling here, especially with that emotions are running high. Something was like quick. It was, all of this happened pretty quickly. It's like losses and gains. It's these cycles, ebb and flow. It's like loss, receiving, you know, it's enough to make your head spin, really, the energy that I'm feeling. So this King of Pentacles, you know, this is Taurus energy. We are doing earth signs. This could be you finding stability in this situation where there felt like there was none. I feel like whatever the situation was, it feels, I hate saying blessing in disguise, but it does feel that way. It feels like, you know, despite this challenge, this thing that happened, it's like it was for your greater good. If this isn't your energy here, earth signs, this is someone who, like, they weren't trying to save you or rescue you. They it feels like this offer, like they had something to offer you at this time when you needed it most. You know, very very much a serendipitous quality to it, and they had no idea. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have known what you were going through at this time. That's how I'm feeling it. I don't know if too many people are going to resonate with that because it feels very specific, you know. All right, so let's look at the current energy now. I'm looking at these two birds here on this ebb and flow, soul merger. Something is coming together here. All right. Knight of Pentacles. Here's Virgo. Hello. All right. Hi, Virgo. Judgment. Scorpio energy. And Eight of Pentacles. And by the way, I am actively working on the tarot in your sign for Virgo. And that's another Virgo. I am working on it. Okay. Let's see what's crossing current energy. Yeah, this event that happened, it feels like it came right at the nick of time. That's what I keep getting, this nick of time. Like it was just, you needed it in a way. All right, Queen of Wands, more Aries energy. High Priestess on the Judgment card. And now the Knight of Wands, Saggy energy. All right. Okay. I feel like the fiery energies come to other signs when there is a rebirth. I feel like a phoenix rising from the ashes when the fire signs show up. And so we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy, of course. It is a slow-moving night, but it's very deliberate. It's very purposeful. You know, it's also that Eight of Pentacles here. My light flashed again. Is that you? My Aunt Betty? I told her before she passed, I was like, I want you to communicate with me through my lights. And she has. I guarantee you she has. Hi. All right. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, slow-moving energy, methodical, very deliberate actions, very meticulous with how they are proceeding, okay? It's being crossed by the Queen of Wands. All right, so this feels like someone you know, this Queen of Wands. They're very ambitious. They're kind of a wild card in a way. They do things their own way. Is this a new boss? This feels like a boss energy. I mean, it's a Queen of Wands. This feels like someone that is mentoring you in a way. Or perhaps this is someone that you're going to for advice on, I almost feel like saying manifestation. This person is very driven. They're very bold. They are very active in whenever they want something, they pursue it. They're a pursuer. The Knight of Pentacles, not so much. It's more of a stationary energy. So I'm kind of curious to figure out who this is for you. This could just be a friend. They feel older. They feel more like a mentor. Someone that is really fueling the fire somehow, some way. I feel like this is a good friend of yours, possibly. Yeah, because fire and earth is a very productive energy to have together. But I'm feeling that that is someone you know and are influenced by with that Aries energy. So it could be a boss energy. It could be that you are becoming more of a boss. If that's not someone you know, that energy is coming in to help you take charge of things, right? So if you're feeling a bit fiery, that's why. All right, in the heart of this reading, we have this is a second chance here. It feels like it happened in that recent past area. When something ended, all right, that's like your old life. It's done. It's over. You are being reborn into something new here. And we have the High Priestess with that. Wow. So this is Cancer energy. We have Scorpio, so we got water here. A lot of emotions. She has clarity for sure. She has a very strong sense of knowing. And it could be that part of this awakening for you, it almost feels like a spiritual awakening. This part anyway, it's like you're getting a second chance at something. And you just kind of know it. There's a sense of knowing here with this High Priestess. And whether or not you had this intuition before, this could be something that is awakening in you because of this process. Could be. We all have these abilities. It's just some of us have different types and to certain degrees. You know, it's different for everybody. But this feels like a very spiritual event. The Knight of Wands crossing the Eight of Pentacles. So we have more earth and fire, which is good. And so what I'm feeling here, and this might come out more for the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands as I sit with this energy for a bit. The Eight of Pentacles is that, it's the path to mastery. This is Virgo energy. This is showing up every single day, putting your heart and soul into something because you know that this takes real dedication. And I love this particular Eight of Pentacles because it shows the plain pentacle at the top, and then we go all the way down, and each pentacle just gets more beautiful, more refined, and that's what we're seeing here. It's being crossed by the Knight of Wands, and I feel like there's a message here. This is the universe saying, go with what stirs your passion, your creativity. Be adventurous when it comes to this path of mastery. I think that's how you'll keep yourself motivated, is having that passion within it. That's what I'm feeling here. Also, this could be, for some of you, a adventurous person coming into your life. Now, I have to say, if you're really focused on this person could be a distraction. They really, because they're like, hey, let's go. Oh, you can finish that later. Maybe you don't want distractions right now. You know, it could be that friend. What is going on here? Why does my light keeps flashing? I don't know. It's a touch lamp, and I haven't touched it. Okay, my hands are right here. I'm not over there. Okay, so it could be that this is someone that is coming across your path right now that is just a lot of fun to be around. I mean, because this is Sagittarius here. We are pretty fun. I think so. Yeah. So it could be that too. It just depends on your situation. Oh my goodness. All right. So I hit my knuckle the other day when I was making my bed, and it is so sore. It's like I didn't mean to punch the wood. I wish it would stop hurting. All right. So let's look at future energy here. It seems like the worst is behind you now, though. Okay, so I just had a message on the envy card. And it has to do with these wands right here. The wands in this case are very different from you being very practical, very meticulous, very reliable, showing up every day, right? And so we're seeing this fiery energy that is spontaneous, that's full of passion, that likes to just get out there and do things. And it's quite almost an opposite kind of relationship there. It could be that you might be envious of those types of energies, or even vice versa. It could be that if you know these fiery signs, they might be wishing they were more practical and stable and that sort of thing. That's kind of what I'm feeling there. It feels like there's this push-pull. I know a lot of Virgos. I don't have any earth in my chart whatsoever, and maybe that's why I have so many earth signs around me to help ground me. Oh, ooh. Future, we have Ace of Cups. All right, Heart's Desire. Ooh, the Empress, Taurus. And, oh, the Ten of Cups. Ooh, wow. For some of you, embracing your passions and being a bit more adventurous is, it's just going to add some spice to your life. All right, so look at this. Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Empress. Wow, okay. Oh, now we have the Hierophant. Whoa. Wow. That's a divine pair. The High Priestess and the Hierophant. Ten of Pentacles. And the Knight again. Okay. Wow. Steady on your course. You're about to meet, this is that ebb and flow, that soul merger. There could be a soulmate coming in for you, a new opportunity. Ooh. The High Priestess. That's amazing. And the Hierophant together, I can't even believe it. This feels like a spiritual soulmate. We have a soul merger, ebb and flow. There's someone coming in that it is beyond a divine connection. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is way bigger than that. Way bigger. This person, wow. I don't even know how to describe this. The energy is so poignant. It's so pure. Because the Ace of Cups, if you think about it, we are beings of light and love. And the High Priestess is the highest, like, spiritual expression of that, of the feminine. And this is the highest spiritual expression in the masculine. It could be that you are becoming a super whole spiritual being. If it's not you reaching like Buddhahood almost, hey, that's kind of what it feels like here. The Pentacle, because you have the Path of Mastery, and then you have the Hierophant. That's it. That's, top of the food chain there. That's amazing. Wow. I don't even know what to say. That's wild. Woo. You are attracting this in. You're attracting this with your path. What is going on? You're attracting this with your path. I feel like my energy is traveling through because it's a metal desk and it's reaching my touch lamp. So you are attracting wealth. Whatever that wealth is for you, it's different for everybody, right? This is really leaving a legacy, a huge one. Passing on that knowledge and wisdom, that higher wisdom to, future generations. You are creating this legacy. And I know Taurus, I know this is earth signs, all of them, but I know Taurus has had that many times with me about leaving this legacy. This is telling me that you're in like perfect harmony with what you're wanting to create here. You have in the last row, you've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. And so, this is family, this is creation, this is motherhood for some of you, children, and a deep spiritual connection with either someone else or, with yourself, right? But I think it's both, because the 10 of Cups is saying that you have reached the 9 of Cups, which is mastery of your own emotions, taking charge of it, being the master of your emotions. And then that other person gives their 1 cup, right? And it makes 10. Wonderful. And it's crossed by the Knight of Pentacles again. It's saying that the path that this is reiterating, the path that you're on now with the Knight of Pentacles is leading to this. And it's kind of funny because at the beginning, I felt like there was this blessing in disguise happening here. And that's, triumph after difficulty kind of thing. That whatever you set your intentions to with this Knight of Pentacles right now, this is your future outcome. There's a lot of spirituality going on here too. It's weird because I think this envy thing, now that I'm looking at it, now that we've looked at the whole reading, I feel like people are going to be looking up to you, because this almost feels like a church, because envy is one of those sins, right? Is sin. Envy can be a motivator, and it perhaps, people are going to be looking up to you. They might be envious of you. That's not for you to worry about, okay? That's their issues, right? Soul merger. That is a wild one. You are coming together within yourself, earth signs, and then again with someone. I feel like it does feel like there is another person here that is coming in. This feels so amazing, so highly spiritual. We have peace. Look at that. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. That's intuition. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. Wow. All right, your stone. Wisdom. There we go. Blue quartz. Look at that. Blue quartz. Quartz connects you to your higher self, High Priestess. And the blue combines the throat chakra, communication, with the 6th chakra, wisdom. The deep blue color indicates depth. It is often the quiet ones who possess deep knowledge. Blue quartz encourages you to share your insight. There we go, because we have the path to mastery and passing that on to the next generation. You have wisdom that can benefit others. Don't hesitate to communicate what you know. Affirmation as I speak as my higher self. Wow. My words uplift, empower, and inspire. Yes, they do. So I feel like people are looking up to you here with that envy. I do. All right. We have readjustments. This feels thick. 16, overcoming obstacles. Soulmates. Look at that. romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. Ooh, I was feeling that so much with that Queen of Swords, that self-control is what it is. On the horizon is a possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall into place. I did say it could have been a past life person, but this is beginning life anew. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, you guys, let me know if that resonates with you in the comments below. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.